Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and in this classic review, we're going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe, a real American hero, machine gun, defense, and this is not my original. I did have it. I do still have the original gun somewhere, and I love this. This was so much fun. These little play sets for me were awesome. These were the things that you could take to grandma and grandpa's house, to your cousin's house, to your aunt and uncle's for Christmas, whatever you were gonna do, and you could take something little like this. Now this one probably not the best. A lot of pieces got missed. They were lost, shall I say? But again, I like this. A lot of fun. We're gonna try and set them up the best that we can. Again, G.I. Joe's, the O-rings only had so much articulation, so how do you do it? How were you able to set this up? You always tried setting it up on something. But anyway, we're going to take a leather neck and we're going to see if we can get him actually to pose on this. But we're going to do our best. We're going to look at everything that he does, that this thing does come with. So anyway, let's get into this. But before we do, you like this type of content. I know you do because you've been watching it. But let's say you're not subscribed. Please take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop a classic review. All right, here we have our machine gun defense. I love this little set. I've talked about this before. So let's take a look at everything. This should be a fairly short video. So quickly, we have these pieces which were always meant to, they just kind of pop into place. This is not my original. Oh yeah. So these things just come apart like this. All right, that's how they were stored. And they're meant to stop tanks, to stop hiss, stingers. You're going to put them there. This is not something can just drive right over. And normally they're absolutely really big. But they give you two of them. Coolest thing is these can be used for classified scale, as they just be a little bit smaller. Or you can use them obviously with your O-ring. Here we have your danger restricted area. Stay clear. No one beyond this point. I love stuff like this because it's total world building in any way that you look at it, okay? So stickers just right there. You got these nice little poles. You didn't have to worry about it falling over. It was going to stand pretty good. Nothing on the back other than it telling you 1984 Hasbro, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. All right. So pop that right there. Then we're going to get to our machine gun. So here we have the crate that's going to hold the 50 cal bullets. All right. There's the handle that lifts it up so you can carry it. And then your bullets are actually going to go right into here. Now, just so you know, the bullets that come with this are not nearly as pliable as the bullets that we might get with machine guns today. And I'm talking about with toys. But looking at this guy, he's sitting on this nice little tripod that is going to turn. There is no real friction, nothing to stop it. It's got the handle right here. We'll pop this off. It's going to definitely be in the way. Got the handle right here. All right, here's where you're going to open and close it, I believe. So once you load the bullets into it, you kind of got like your iron sight right there. Big, long barrel. And I love the fact here you can kind of see the way the barrel's supposed to be protruding out, shooting. All right, pretty much same on this side. For danger, this thing is going to heat up extremely hot. Here we have our bullet belt. All right, each of these are individual bullets, and no, they don't look nearly as good as what they do now. Now, in theory, you can push these all the way through. Now, it kind of doesn't make a lot of sense if you know how the bullets actually eject and they're shooting out. But again, as a kid, I used to do this all the time. All right. So what you're supposed to do is you're going to take your ammo canister, you're going to set that thing down, and then you're just going to plug it in just like that. Going to pop these two things right in the way, and guess what? Here we have our leather neck. No, he did not come out in this wave, but we still got him here. I'm going to pop this out here. Always be careful. I will reiterate once again. Be careful with their hands. Everything. Just be careful with anything when it comes to these. So this was always something really difficult to pose because you're supposed to be kind of laying down. They don't really look up like this. But as an adult, you're able to do it a little bit better. All right. Put him at just like that. And here he is kind of firing. I would not suggest using that handle, sliding that handle in anyone's hand, unless if you already know they have a very thick thumb. Big open thumb, Televiper, Gung Ho, they seem to, but there you go. That is your missile defense, and here you have the restricted area, stay clear. They're telling you so bad that they have a machine gunner standing here, or laying down right here, and then making sure that you clearly don't come in with those pieces right there. I know they have an actual term for them. I don't know what they are. Put it in the description to help me out, so I'll forget it after. All right, so there you go. That is your machine gun defense. I love stuff like this. This is total world building, all right? It's telling you the restricted area stay clear. Like, you build your army, you build stuff back there. The machine gun defense, whatever. Again, so much fun. I love this stuff. It was playability at its best, and again, it was little things like this that built out your world for G.I. Joe. And I know a lot of people say, you know, we can't do this with classified. I disagree, you can, but it's a lot easier when you're looking at the 1/18 scale. So stuff like this, again, there's a reason why I can have a whole room that has a USS flag, a Terradrome, and stuff like that dedicated to this. You can't build that type of stuff in classified, and believe me, before anyone goes, yeah, you tell them, I love my classified. All right, so please, I'm not trying to rip on anything that is 112. I think you guys should know me by now. But anyway, here you go. Tell me if you had this. Was this one of the ones that you got? Maybe you're like, I didn't have that one, but I have a missile defense. Well, maybe I'll have the missile defense very shortly. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Please take a second. You like this, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop something like this. But what I'm going to do is up here, I'm going to leave you another video of the classic reviews that I've done, and down here is a playlist of all the classic reviews that I've done, which is really adding up really quickly.